What up? It's Garage Gym Homie. Is it worth it?
Is it worth it?
What up? What up? It's Garage Gym Homie. Is it worth it? What up? What up? What up? It's Garage Gym Homie. Hey, is it worth it? Hey, what up? What up? What up? It's Garage Gym Homie. Hey, is it worth it? What up? What up? It's Garage Gym Homie. And today I'm reviewing PEScience Prolific Pre-Workout. Is it worth it? Before we get into this here, please click the subscribe button. I got content coming out every day for you, homie. So click subscribe and let's get into this, man. Hope you're feeling good. Hope you're feeling amazing. You deserve to feel good. Stay in the moment today. It's hard to keep that on the forefront of our minds. Let's stay in the moment, man, and let's just enjoy what's in front of us and know in our heart that we are exactly where we are supposed to be at this very moment. If you're stressed about something, if you're concerned, just remember, man, we are exactly where we're supposed to be at this very second, or else we wouldn't be there. Anyway, man, let's get down to business. Quit monkeying around. Time to start pumping some freaking iron. Here we go. This was sent to me by my big homie, Uncle Eddie. At muscleplayers.com. Use discount code GGH10 if you like what I have to say about this hitter or any other hitter. Knock some big cash off. The legend, Uncle Eddie, my big homie. Love that guy. Sent this over with a bunch of other hitters. And we're going to talk about this, man. We're going to talk about the facts. I don't know PEScience. They don't know GGH. So I ain't here shining their dang schlongs, homeboy. I'm just here to give it to you straight. I hope they got the message that this isn't Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, or whatever the heck you're watching at home. Anyway, man, also hit me in the email, garagegymhomie@gmail.com. I got a whole list of super cheap supplements I'm selling, pre-workouts, fat burners, whatever. I'll ship them out to you. If you're in the USA, and if you're a struggling addict or alcoholic, or you just want to shoot me a message, man, give me some love, talk some God, say something from the heart, not from the head. I'd love to connect with you, man. That's why I started the channel, man, to connect with people, to be a light to people's lives so we can spread positivity. That's why I say together we get this dang muscle, man. We got to live together or die separate. All right, man, let's get down to it. Supplement facts. They're doing this 1 scoop, 2 scoop, redfish, bluefish, Dr. Seuss, mumbo, jumbo, trash. 2 scoops, homie, 14 grams, and you get 20 servings in here. So that's not a lot of servings, but it's 20. So that means you can use this 20 times if you didn't connect that. And I just want to say a level scoop was 7 grams, so they got it right. Exactly 2 scoops is 14 grams. This is a sour peach candy flavor. I can't taste the peach, but I could tell that it was a little sour and it was very light. It was not overwhelming, so I think you'll find it very enjoyable, just as I did. It was refreshing, homies. Refreshing. All right, man, this is what they're giving us. Here's the facts. Fully disclosed label. God bless their souls. L-citrulline, 6 grams. That's for the pumps, the vascularity, the gorilla look in the garage gym. Betaine anhydrous, 2.5 grams. I think more pumps. Also power output. That's going to make you a strong alpha male. Hey, go. Nope, you are not running out, you son of a gun. Get in the house. Sorry, YouTube. Go. Get in there. Sorry, man. I'm not even going to edit that out, man. My dog saw a dog. She started to bark. She started getting up like she was going to go over there, and I just can't have that, man. All right, so listen, that betaine, homie. See that? That was that betaine hitting me. You got to be a assertive, dominant, man, master. That's what you got to do with your life. The way I just handled it, how you got to handle your life, man. Take control, homie. Take control of your life, man. Walk hand in hand with God. That's what that betaine's going to do. Taurine, 1.5 grams. So they're giving us 2 kinds of caffeine, which is caffeine anhydrous and dicaffeine malate. We like that. 320 milligrams. The cytocholine, 250 milligrams. L-theanine, 200 milligrams. Some of you hate it. None of you really love it, I don't think. But some of you definitely hate it. Rhodiola rose extract, 100 milligrams. I know there's a lot of benefits to that ingredient, but I think it helps with fighting fatigue. And coffee fruit extract is neurofactor, which is a nice trademark ingredient, 100 milligrams. Anyway, man, this is it's a regular use pre-workout, man. A daily driver. And this actually is kind of a daily drive. I mean, you could use this probably like 5 days a week, man, just judging by the label. There's nothing that looks unhealthy in here. So yeah, I took the drink, man. I did. I came down to the dance floor. It was time for some serious iron pumping, man. I'm just here to give my experience of it. All right, man, this is what I'll say. This is what I'm going to say about this, homies. Hey, Vinny, come home. The dogs are out of control today, man. All right. Vinny, go home. All right. So the first thing I didn't feel was beta, because there's no beta in here, which is fine. Every time I don't use beta, I'm like, oh, I'm kind of winning, because then I'm like, kind of, I'm not oversaturated. And the next time I use beta, hopefully I'll feel them dang tingles. All right, so this pre-workout here is a really solid beginner pre-workout. For me personally, or somebody who's into stims, you will find this pre-workout pretty uneventful. It's not going to be like fun to use or like that great. Okay, it's going to be, for me, it did the job. So I'm not hating on the pre-workout. Honestly, it gave me everything I need. The pumps were pretty cool on it. There was some nice vascularity. It wasn't like a pumped up swole feeling. I felt a little pump, a little blood, like extra blood flow outside of my normal pumpage, and definitely some really nice vascularity. So I don't know if that's from the citrulline or whatever, the betaine, whatever it is comes together. The pumps were actually decent on it, like to the point where you could add pump pills. You don't even really need to add a pump formula on top of this. The energy was consistent. The energy was there. But that's kind of where this pre-workout ends. You're not going to notice much. I didn't notice much. Let me rephrase, homies. I didn't notice much added focus. If there was, I mean, caffeine gives me focus. So just remember, man, caffeine is a stimulant. That alone gives focus. A lot of times you kind of feel tricked. You're like, okay, yeah, there's some focus. The caffeine alone gives focus because it's a stimulant. The pumps were cool. The endurance was fine on it. Listen, everything was super bare minimum on it, but it did its job. So if you're looking for like a super beginner, bare bones pre-workout, just something that gives you some energy and some sufficient pumps, this is solid right here. If you're looking for like an experience, this ain't gonna do it, homie. There was no mood elevation, no focus, no added extras, no inclusions. There was nothing fun or enjoyable about it. It didn't make you feel good to train to or anything. It was just kind of like bare bone energy and some pumps, man. And then you're kind of gonna be like, yeah, I guess there's some focus, but really in the end of the day, there wasn't. I mean, there really wasn't any focus that you can really point out. I mean, you're not going to be like, oh, I feel the focus or nootropic or anything like that in here. It was really just, I wouldn't really be able to tell much of the difference if this was just caffeine and some pumps, to be honest with you, homie. So I'm really not hating on the pre-workout. Like, when I look at this label and when I used it, the experience matches the label. So that I'll say right there. When you see this label, you're like, okay, this is pretty bare bone, bare minimum, whatever they're giving you. And then you use it, you're like, yeah, it feels exactly the way I suspected it was going to feel. Like 300 milligrams of caffeine. I don't know what the caffeine yields, how much is in here or whatever. I don't know if the 320 is after the yield or before. But anyway, it pretty much feels like around 300 milligrams of caffeine and some citrulline. And the rest are you're kind of just like, okay, extras. So this used to be like a high stim Saturday pre for me, believe it or not. This would have blown my head off. So if you're a like super beginner to pre-workouts, this is more than sufficient. I mean, they're giving you what you need for some energy and some extra blood flow. So I'm not going to come on here and say I don't believe you need much to train, homies. I mean, honestly. So I'm not hyping it up. I'm not saying this was anything special or great. I would never reach for this again and be like, oh yeah, man, I want that prolific. Definitely not. But if you're like a beginner or you just want something super bare minimum to hold you, it was sufficient, man. It was fine. Like, it's not like they're pretending it's something it's not. So I can't hate on it. When I hate on products, it's generally when you lie to me about what's on the label. When you're honest with me about what's on the label and then it feels like what's on the label, I'm not going to come on here and trash it. I thought it was solid for what it was, man. They're giving you, I believe what's in here, and it felt like what's in here, so how can I talk junk? I asked for this. So, yeah, man, just some bare minimum, something to keep you off the heavy stims that'll hold you with some caffeine. No negative side effects. Nothing bad I could say about it. Just kind of uneventful. That's what I got for you, man. It's just bare minimum pre. You know, there's tons of them out there, and just thought I'd give this one a whirl just to kind of hold me for a day without taking anything crazy, and definitely did its job, man. Thought it was solid. That's what I got. Garage Gym Homie's always going to give it to you straight till the end of days. If you liked the review, subscribe to the channel. If you didn't freaking like the review, also subscribe to the channel. God bless all you together. Let's get this dang muscle. I'm out.